I'm a senior marketing major at Howard. Pandemic has, I don't know, it's been an interesting ride so far. Just with 2020, spent a lot of time just reflecting and just honing in on different hobbies of mine and just picking up on just continuing being a student of the industry. Really, I feel like this is the perfect time for people to come out of COVID a totally different person, to work on yourself, work on your craft, whatever it is. I see a lot of people picking up new things, new hobbies, new habits, which is great. So, I mean, that's like the positive that I really try and see in the midst of everything that's going on.
Good for you. How many
Yeah.
classes do you have online?
I have 6 classes,
Wow.
all of them online. Howard is completely virtual right now. So,
Amazing.
yeah,
Well, congrats on senior year. I
thank you.
think you're actually doing all the work outside the classroom in marketing. So you're already a student to me. So bring
Trying,
it home. That's awesome. Tell us
absolutely.
a little bit just about, how it's been going with just seeing this brand now getting all this attention. How are you feeling about that?
It feels good. Like, I don't know. When I was working with my dad, he uh he started a business called Tradition ever since, and I was helping him out every now and then, and I just became more integrated into the business. And one thing, like I said before, like just continue being a student of the game. That's something my dad has always taught me. Like the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know much at all. Isn't something that's kind of like, I don't know, big for me in my life, especially in this creative space. But when I was doing work with him, like he taught me a lot about professionalism and how to deal with really anybody and being able to just navigate and maneuver in any room you're in. Um, so just right now, like with the spotlight that the brand has, Chris Paul wore some HBCU gear during the playoffs, which is like the most historic playoffs ever in NBA history. So for him to, use his platform to shine a light on not only my brand, but most importantly, HBCU culture as a whole has been really cool. And to see people's, I don't know, their feedback from it and the conversation that's being had now. These are all the things that I've just been like waiting for and dreaming of every single day. So to see it all come into like fruition now is just, it's a blessing, but I know the work is just now getting started. So gotta keep going.
Well, you wrote a complete bio. I love that. You were so much better than a lot of people that I've seen out here with bios. You brought me from the top to the
Oh
to the
man,
bottom. I
yeah,
loved it. So
absolutely.
you came from a Caribbean household from New York. Your granddad is Trinidadian, correct?
Right,
And
right.
you went away to boarding school at 12. Walk me through this. Walk me through your childhood to where you are now. So amazing.
Childhood. Yeah, so my grandfather, he came to the States in 1966. Um, and he just wanted to provide opportunity for his family. And what turned from a sneaker repair store later turned to him and my father doing business together and getting the first black-owned Nike account in the United States. So growing up, I was pretty much living in the store, had every single pair of Jordans, didn't really know like I understood the significance and value of it, but like now looking back at it, it's just like, it's crazy to see what they were doing as people of color, black men in the industry. This is very, very slim. So from there, then transitioned, we moved to Atlanta. And my sister's actually the one that found out about the boarding school that I went to. I was originally going to go to private school in Atlanta for high school. That was something that I always wanted to do. Um, and then I went to go visit this boarding school, the Macaulay School in Chattanooga, Tennessee, for a weekend. And I just like fell in love with, I don't know, just the camaraderie, just the brotherhood. I just like really felt the energy in the community there. Um, so I went, and that was really just such a life changing experience, just being on my own at the age of 12, 13 years old. Um, Learned a lot about myself and friendship, um, the power of like your network and just keeping in touch with people. Just learned a lot of different values at such a young age on my own, and all of that definitely prepared me for Howard, for going to college, and just who I am now as a young man. So
such an amazing story.
Thank you.
And you seem to have so much respect for your grandparents, your parents. Love
Oh
the
yeah,
shout outs to your loved ones. I think that's always special, always nice to add to whenever you reach a level of success where you feel like, you
yeah.
have to pay it. Give people shout outs. So I love that. Well, I like the name a lot too. I think it ties in well with your values, legacy, history, and pride. Talk to me a little bit about how you came up with the name.
Legacy History Pride was kind of something. There were three words that we always threw out when we were describing just like the industry and like the business that we were doing in the collegiate space, specifically for HBCUs. And it just kind of stuck. It was something that we, like I said, always said in the house. Me and my dad would always talk about legacy, history, pride. I promise you would hear that word. You would hear those three words, if not every day, like every other day, if you're like constantly reading the news or, whatever you're doing. It's just, you know, especially during these times where we're always continuing to like think about how can we continue the legacy of the works that are going into whatever it is in life that you're doing. So that's kind of like it turned into LHP. We just kind of shortened it, LHP, Legacy History Pride. But it's just it's just a part of, I don't know, it's just a part of who we are, part of who I am, my family is, like what we're about, so.
Well, as a Howard alum myself, I like the Lord Drew Hall shout out. So you said you actually had some of your Drew Hall brothers help you out when you were just starting.
Yeah.
As a freshman, you started this company
I started the company actually last year, but
last year.
when I
Okay.
came into Howard my freshman year, that's when I really started working with my dad more on tradition ever since.
Wow.
And I've always kind of been interested in the family business, but my dad always wanted me to do more. He was like, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. But I always had like, I was going to trade shows with him when I was younger. Um, the step shows, the HBCUs, homecomings, just following him around. It's just like I just fell in love with what he was doing. And when I got to Howard, it was just like, I don't know, I guess that's when the light bulb went off where I was like, I'm ready. And he sent me product, did photo shoots and stuff, and took the social media page to what it became. Um, and then that's when I was just like, I want to continue doing this work, but just for HBCUs and um, doing work that embodies HBCUs and Black culture, because we're constantly swept underneath the rug and devalued. But there's so much richness and uniqueness to who we are as Black people and HBCU students, HBCU communities. And I wanted to do that through what I've known my whole life, which is through fashion.
What advice would you give to anyone trying to build a brand, especially at a young age like yourself?
Do it. People always ask me like when is the right time to do it, or when is the right time to start a company. Just do it, like literally. Like kind of like what I was saying in my article that I sent you. I was moving products out of Drew Hall with no AC on certain days. I was,
The
my mom's gonna
AC
find out now,
Testament.
but I was, huh?
The AC Testament is true.
No, literally. I can tell my mom now, but I was skipping class sometimes to sell clothes out of a duffel bag on campus. Um, so it's just like if you really care about it and you're really passionate about whatever it is you are passionate about, nothing is stopping you. No matter how old you are, no matter like where you're like, it's just you just figure it out. You find a way or make one, and
I
that's
like
kind of
that.
like what I've learned on this journey.
Make one. What do you think has been your biggest lesson or mistake so far?
Ooh, that's a good question. Biggest biggest lesson I've learned is just to be patient, especially in the fashion industry. Um, Things don't always go your way. Product can get messed up. Um, Certain days are better than others in terms of so many different aspects of the business, but you just got to be patient with the process. So a year ago when I opened up Legacy History Pride, it took us a year to sell out in hoodies, and now it's taking us 24 to 48 hours to sell out shorts and sell out the product that we drop. So it's just like you just gotta trust and believe in yourself. That's something that my mom has always said. Um, so I don't know. It's just like that's definitely the biggest lesson that I've learned. Like you just gotta be in for the long run. You gotta be in for the ride.
Well, we don't want to make this, too perfect of a picture. What's the mistake? What did you mess up at?
Mistakes. Ooh, that's a good one. Like I bump my head so much, but like it's just like trying to pinpoint one like big thing. Um,
Well, I think let me give you a scenario. If you could have done anything better with this rollout to with Chris Paul wearing your products, what would you have done differently?
definitely had more inventory. We sold out the rest of the product and we didn't have like a whole lot left already. But certain things like that it's really hard to prepare for. Like especially a athlete of the caliber of like Chris Paul and the platform he has. Um, you just got to be I don't know, this game has really just taught me to really just think on your feet and be on your feet at all times. Um, but yeah, mistake wise, it's like hard to like pinpoint something for you, but it's just I'm constantly bumping my head every single day, learning something new every single day. So it's just that goes back to what I was saying about just being patient and just staying true.
Got it.
So
So, how big is your team right now? How many people do you have helping you as a senior in college?
I have there's about 5 people on the team right now. Um, but also there's people outside of that team who help us, with a variety of different things, whether it's from merchandising to marketing, you name it. Just people that have looked out for us and we continue to look out for them. So the team that's the team within the business, but the team is really everybody. Like I see this as like a whole effort from the students and my peers to the people that are watching me, following me, and supporting. Like this isn't really about me. It's not about like my team. It's about the overall mission of shining a light on who we are as people in HBCU excellence in a very different way that hasn't been done before. So it's not going to just get done with the 5 people on the team, but it's going to be a unique, effort from the collective of everybody that's supporting and understanding the brand mission.
Amazing. So,
Yeah.
give us an idea of just how much the brand has grown since 2019. How many products do you think you were selling back then?
We started out with a hoodie, a beanie, and a varsity jacket for like I think it's like 4 or 5 schools. And now we're making product for over 20 schools. There we have shorts, we have sweaters, varsity jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, sweatpants. It's like literally starting to build into a whole collection, an assortment of items, which is a dream for anybody, especially in this fashion realm. So it's been,
Amazing.
it's been a ride
And you
for
said
sure.
most of the shorts. What's the hottest selling items, and how far fast are they going?
Spellhouse might have Howard beat right now in terms of demand.
Boo!
Might be. We're gonna see once these like restocks and these varsity jackets come out. The AUC has been really giving me some love, but Howard's always been number one just because that's home, and I rep Howard all day, of course. But
Nice. I see. Yes. So you're mostly selling out in like 24 hours with most of these products.
yeah, the newer products that we have is they're going quick. They're going quick.
So for people listening, if they want to get your products, what should they do to make sure they're getting alerts so that they can be first in line?
I'm trying to figure out a better system to do it, but as of right now, a lot of people have been turning on their post notifications for when we do post. We launch as of lately, we've been launching new product or restocks every single week. So whenever we tweet or whenever we post something, people get the notification like, okay, I got to check and see what time they're about to drop, and we always drop at 6 p.m. I don't know why there's no like meaning behind it, but that would just like
Okay, Drake.
it was just, it was just, it was just one of those things where it's like, let's just drop it at 6. Let's just drop it at 6. So
I
that's
love
been
it.
like our thing, especially this past month of getting product in.
Where
So,
do you see the brand going in the next 2, 3 years? So it's only about a year old, right? Since
right,
wow.
right. My goal is for LHP to be the face of HBCU lifestyle in fashion. Um, I want people to know that our product is deeper than or yeah, our product is deeper than just product. It's about the story, our story, my family's story. All the product that we have like is stitched to meet the standard of excellence that's rooted in our culture. So I want people to really like, hold on to these pieces with value other than, I'm just buying a hoodie or I'm just buying a jacket. The products that we make, we put a lot of time and energy, and intention into, the design of it and the aspects of it. They all have meaning, whether it's, a year on the sleeve or a motto on the back or some fine, detail that's a part of the garment. Everything is, made with purpose. Everything we do is kind of made with purpose. So my goal is to share that with the world, but also continue to give back to HBCUs. A portion of our proceeds go directly back into historically Black colleges for, different scholarships and grants. We're partnered with the HBCU Alliance, and they also do a great job of helping us give back and do different initiatives and events with them. So it's really deeper than the product at the end of the day. It's building a community, building a culture, and also a mindset. Having people, giving the people the ability to look at HBCUs differently.
I love that.
Yeah,
Where do you see yourself going when you're done with your senior year?
I'm trying to just take LHP to the moon and back and the moon again. To be honest, um, I just like love this brand so much. I love what I do. I literally eat, breathe, sleep this all day, every day. Like I don't see this as work. I just see this as my lifestyle. That's how much I love it. And I feel like if you're passionate about anything like that, you could literally do it all day. So I'm just trying to do this for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, we wish you all the success. We love seeing it. I love seeing it as a HU alum. I love the story. I love the
Thank
fact
you.
that you're able to do this even while you're still going to school. It's very motivational for anybody who may be listening. You talked a little bit about the American dream. What do you think that means to you?
Mm. For me, it's about freedom and just providing opportunity. My grandfather came to this country to provide opportunity for his family. And when he built his store in East Elmhurst, Corona, or East Elmhurst, Queens, he gave so much opportunity and he gave so much energy to the people in that neighborhood. So when he passed away in April, it was just like so many people were reaching out to my family and was just like, you don't know how much your grandfather meant to me, but he was like my second dad, or he was like he was a father figure to me. So I really want to leave that impact with people. That's my American dream, is building something and doing something and leaving something that's bigger than yourself. So
I love it. Thank you so much, Tahir. We appreciate your time.